It is Thursday, March 8th, 2018, and I am on the road. I am not going to be staring at the camera here. It's really actually less distracting than if I was looking at a passenger every now and then having a conversation, so don't worry about that. But anyway, I'm on the road. I just got back from San Diego, where I spent 5 days at Social Media Marketing World connecting with hundreds of people. Now, I'm an introvert, which means that I kind of re-energize by being alone. And being in a large crowd of people, I can be the life of the party. I can be very social, very outgoing, and I enjoy that. I really do, but it takes a lot out of me as far as energy levels. And so to have so much connection with so many people over such a condensed period of time, I like to kind of just unplug, unwind, and just be by myself for a while. And I've had that since I've got home from San Diego. But what I'm getting ready to do is more solitude than I think I've ever had. I don't think I've ever done what I'm about ready to do, and that is spend 6 days completely alone, all by myself. Now, it's not like I'm going away for like a monk's retreat or anything like that where I won't have any human interaction. I would imagine that I will see people at the gym, because I'll explain that in just a moment. But anyway, I'm heading down to the Smokey Mountains, and this trip was planned before I left for San Diego. In fact, I had just planned it and got it approved by my wife, and she's not only approved it, she's very supportive of what I'm doing over the next 6 days. So the whole idea of this trip, I said, Stephanie, how crazy would it be if I told you that I would love to go down to the Smokey Mountains all by myself for 6 days, completely alone, down at my parents' lake house. They have an amazing lake house down there. But the whole purpose of the 6 days of solitude is where I can get alone and take the outlines that I created while we were at the SCORE conference for all of the different talks that I want to give at our Free the Dream conference in September. I want to use these 6 days of solitude to just completely focus only on building out every one of those talks, so that I can come home on Tuesday and say, hey, I am super excited. I have all of my talks completely laid out. I know what stories I'm going to tell. I know what illustrations I need for my slides. I know what notes need to be put into the workbook so that people can be taking notes as they go along. I know what assignments I'm going to give after certain talks that I'm going to do, where there will be assignments afterwards. That's what this 6 days is all about. Completely unplugging, unwinding, and being alone to build out these talks for the Free the Dream conference. Now, I already have the outline, like the main premise of the talks. I know the kind of material, the goals that I want to achieve for the people who come, the transformation I want people to leave with. I know exactly what I want them to have experienced, and I believe the topics that I've already created are going to be the type of topics, once taught and shared, that will provide the atmosphere and environment there for transformation, but also lasting and ongoing transformation after they leave. But today, I'm taking those topics and I am actually going to be building out the full talks. And then I'll be able to say, okay, these are the talks that I'm giving. Then I'll be able to come back and work with my speakers that will be speaking at the event: Ray Edwards, Dan Miller, Aaron Walker, Giovanna Ellison, my friend John Morgan, PJ Jonas, Stephanie Ravenscraft, of course, but all the other speakers who will be speaking at Free the Dream, I'll be able to work with them and we'll solidify what their topics will be, where they will fit into the program. And yeah, I'm super excited. I've never gone away and been by myself for 6 weeks, for 6 days. I have gone away before for like a 2 day or two. I think the longest I've ever been away from Stephanie, actually there are 2 different times I've been away from Stephanie for an extended period of time. There was 10 days I went to New Zealand when I did the keynote address for the Asia Pacific podcast conference. So 10 days in New Zealand. I was by myself without my family, but during those days, I think practically every day I was with people, whether it was people at the conference for where I was keynoting, which was only a 2-day or 3-day thing, but then the other days were spent with friends like Paul Spain, who showed me around the North Island of New Zealand, and then there was one full day with my friend Dan Faulkner, who showed me around the South Island of New Zealand, from Dunedin all the way to Tiana, and then all the way to Queenstown. Had an incredible day with him. And then back on the North Island with Pauline Stockhausen, and just had a great time in New Zealand. But I wasn't ever alone for an entire 24-hour period of time. But this, solitude. I mean, I'm driving down, my parents have this amazing lake house, and it is massively huge. I mean, massive. I'll probably do some post-production, some B-roll footage, and show you just how huge this house is. And to think that I'm gonna be in this lake house all by myself for 6 days, I'm excited. I mean, there won't be anybody to wake me up in the mornings, although I'll still get up at 4:30 every morning. There won't be any rush to get anywhere, to eat at a certain time. All of this stuff on my own schedule, work at my own pace. I will, of course, will probably drive into town every day to go to the gym. In fact, I left at 12:30 this afternoon. My goal is to make it to Sevierville, Tennessee, to the Anytime Fitness before 7 p.m. Of course, I'm due to arrive around 4:30 this afternoon, so I'm going to be perfectly fine. But I called ahead of time, and I'm not a member of Anytime Fitness, but I am a member of 2 other gyms. My gyms, Planet Fitness, Snap Fitness, they don't have anything near the Smoky Mountains. So I called ahead of time, and it turns out that I could do a day pass. I think it's like 10 bucks a day, or I could do the $25 1-week pass, but I have to do a $25 deposit. So 50 bucks gives me access 24 hours a day for the next week at Anytime Fitness. So I'm heading down there to get that all set up and taken care of, so that I will have a gym to go to. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. That's where I'm heading to. And I now have just under 4 hours of travel ahead of me, and I've got some audio books loaded up. That's what my day today is. So real briefly, me briefly, right? Hey, I'm still gonna probably get this under 10 minutes. How about that? That's pretty awesome. So I'm going to get down there around 4:30. I've got my gym clothes, I've got my protein shake, I've got my pre-workout, all that stuff. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do anywhere between 60 to 90 minutes of a workout once I get my 1-week membership for Anytime Fitness set up. And then I'm going to, after that, head to the lake house. I will probably do some video footage for B-roll so that you will have seen the lake house of where it is that I'm staying. And I will probably edit together this vlog. I will unpack all of my stuff so that tomorrow morning I'll be able to wake up and get right at it. And then I will lay back and chill tonight. That's what I'll do. Tonight is just chill. And tomorrow, well, we'll see how tomorrow is. 6 days of solitude. The only people I'll see are people at the gym. Maybe a run to the grocery store, although I brought a big cooler with a bunch of groceries in it, so I should be good. Anyway, I'm hoping that I might be able to fit in some vlogging while I'm down here. Oh, by the way, I brought my drone, and I do plan on not working all day every day, so I may take some trips up into the mountains and maybe take my drone with me. It's more than likely to happen, so anyway, stay tuned. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I am super excited about 6 days of solitude in the Smoky Mountains. All right, gotta go. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to go. It's under 10 minutes. See ya. Until next time, I encourage you to take everything you do to the next level.